Eugene. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game he has challenged his team to communicate well at the line of scrimmage. On the road, in this hostile environment, this is a separation game in the ACC, but they have to perform well early. Cannot afford mistakes. They cannot jump off sides at the line of scrimmage and make those procedural penalties. He said, my quarterback and center have to be on the same page, and that's what they've talked about in the locker room. I'll keep you posted on if that's happening down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And he's coming out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. This matchup, 2 teams in the top 5, just sort of whets the appetite for what we're going to see in the playoff, guys.
The selection committee is watching this one very closely because, David, both of these teams are easily talented enough to win it all, but only one can walk out of here with a dub.
Well, and what does it do? It sets up the seeding, right? It sets up the buys. It sets up the whole future of the college football playoff, and I think you want to punctuate that. You want to leave a lasting impression late in the season on the committee and show them, like, hey, we're the best in the country.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. The Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not a lot of room to field this one. Straight ahead, it's Hill. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Making the adjustment. Here's more to throw. Left side, it's Davison. Turning it on! He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Turns it on at midfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Got his man. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this #1, if they change it all moving forward. But, David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team before the season even started. Everybody else is just figuring that out now.
Yeah, and you got to love the confidence of this squad and going out and earning that #1 ranking, but it's another thing completely to keep it and to continue to have that edge and that hunger. Let's see if they can do it.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On the run, it's Hill. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr., who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like what you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are committed, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
Run in the red zone. It's Hill. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Dante Moore. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this pass.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Mensah, right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Canes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Tells to run, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Hauls it in.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Canes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Push is ahead. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
And the Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Throwing, Mensah. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide right, it's Fletcher. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Once he got some room, it was over.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Davison. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Give to the single back. Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle menu narration. Audio is only available when connected to your servers. Entering accessibility tab, menu narration option is set to off is selected. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle menu narration. Audio is only available when connected to your servers.
Rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing more. Setting up the screen. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Moore will throw. Rush right in his face. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
And back to the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Stewart.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They want to run this quarterback. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. 4th down, Moore. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Touchdown, Ducks! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Finds his man. It's Gilbert. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Hurricanes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Fresh set of downs going up top. Escapes the pressure to his right. Quarterback gets enough. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. Moore. In the backfield, it's Hooks. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Right side, it's Stewart. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
The Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Quarterback keeper. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Running inside. It's Fletcher. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Mensah to throw. Back's got it on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Snags it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They kick it away on 4th down. On the return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's Moore to throw. He lost one down the sideline. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Mensah. Look out. Takes a hit as he fires. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Oh, he's got some space. And he's out of bounds at the 2. Almost a pick six, but they're set up on the doorstep.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field and trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their...
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ducks.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing, Mensah. They're all over him. And he gets rid of it.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Finds his target. At the 45 on his way. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Taking a shot. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Out wide right, it's Jacobs. Makes the catch, and he's free. Inside and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Canes.
That's a huge play for the offense because it keeps this thing one possession. They're going to be receiving first in the third quarter, and if they can keep this thing moving, all of a sudden they may have the lead here very soon.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's start with the Temple Owls, taking on the number 17 team, the Memphis Tigers. And it's the Owls with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Got enough for the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Looking for room. It's Hill. Nice move there. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the well. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Handoff to the lone back. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Behind to crease, it's Hill.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in it.
The run inside. It's Pringle. Past the 6. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Give to the back. Across the 45. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And I love the way they just came out in the second half. The passing game, it was a little touch and go in the first half, right? What did they do well? They ran the football. They come out in the second half, Palmer, more of the same. They didn't abandon it. They break the long run, and they cut into this lead.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? For them right now, the key is scoring points. Can't keep turning it over. They were turning it over, throwing the football, so let's run it. And after gashing him like that, if I was this offensive coordinator, I would just keep giving this guy the football regardless of what the defense does and see if he can break another long one.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He's changing the play. On the run, it's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Dante Moore. Out wide left, it's Hooks. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Moore to the air. That's caught, it's Moore. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard.
Makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Ducks! They take the lead here in the second half.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here's Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Looking for space. It's Fletcher.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The corners are walked up tight. Second down to the air. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. It's Gilbert. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the third quarter. The way these two teams are putting up numbers, all kinds of time left as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the gun, it's Fletcher. Across the 15. He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So
he caught it. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down.
And they're stopping. I don't think this is decision time. You need a touchdown. You've got to put that on the board. So this offense now, they know it's fourth down. It's a big play. What's your favorite play to go to right now?
And it's good! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Moore, play action. Rolls right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right side, it's Stewart. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. Hits the hole, it's Hill. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Throwing, Moore. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in, it's Stewart. There he goes to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. It's dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished with a 62-yard pass for the score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. In the red area, it's Davison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Moore rushes on. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking for a crease. It's Davison. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready. Red 80. Go.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Left side is Stewart. He stopped just inches short. Had a good catch. Tried to get it in, but was denied. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 39 after a good return on that one. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Mensah unloads to the right. He makes a catch. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. Gets the back moving. They'll throw it from the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Pringle. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Stepping to the right. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance, but you got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it moving. It's Davison. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
Throwing, Mensah. Escapes the pressure going right. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Out wide right, it's Gilbert. He's past the marker, out of bounds, 13 ticks left on the clock.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They are ever closer to win number 10 on the season. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion